Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Coach Sneak Peek. I am back, and I hope that you have had a chance to watch the welcome video and the intro video, and that you've had time to watch the little video about Christy and her introducing herself and kind of her story. So if you've not done those, go ahead and check back in the previous posts. Read the posts, listen to the videos, and then in the comments below, I want you to ask any questions. Tell us about yourself. I want to hear from you. I want to know who you are and why you've decided to be in this group and why you've decided to learn about what it is that I do as a coach. So I wanted this evening to make this short video to let you know why I decided to become a coach. I introduced myself in the last video, but I didn't really give you any reasons as to why I decided to do this journey. A year and a half ago was when I started, but I actually started having some troubles with my health starting in about 2010. I was close to reaching about 7 years on my birth control, so I was having a lot of issues with hormones. I was going through premenopausal symptoms. I was tired all the time. I was developing a lot of infections because my immune system wasn't built up like it used to be. And I struggled to try to find what was going to help me, what was going to make me better. I got into yoga, mainly because I was having a lot of mental problems, a lot of behavioral problems, and I didn't really know how to handle my stress, how to handle my anxiety. I was to a point where I had anxiety over everything, just going to the store, just thinking about going to work the next day. My anxiety kicked in heavily when I would travel. I was afraid I didn't know if I would get to a bathroom or whatever. I wouldn't get to eat, that kind of thing. So I developed a lot of issues over the last few years. In January 2015, I decided that I was going to work on myself. I dabbled in eating healthy before then, but I really started to kick it into high gear because I noticed it was helping my yoga practice. So I got into the whole clean eating thing outside of the Beachbody world, and it was doing great for me. I was feeling better. Some of my issues were diminishing, but they were still there. And then I decided I was going to start working out again because I was not happy with the way my body looked and how I felt. And I knew that if I just got back into a normal routine, that my energy would come back and that I would be awesome. So I started running. In the end of April, early May of last year, I decided I was going to do the Couch to 5K. For those of you who know me, I'm a sprinter. I don't do long distances. I ran track for 7 years, varsity track for 7 years. It was very important to me, but I was a sprinter. Long distances were not my thing. I even had knee issues then, so just running long distances was not for my body. Why I decided Couch to 5K was my thing, I don't know. Probably because it was free and I found it on Pinterest and I thought it was a good idea. So I tried it for a month. Literally for a month, and I saw no changes in myself. Here's my kitten. If you don't know Cosmo, this is my baby I was talking about earlier. Alright, so again, I wasn't really seeing any progress. My endurance was getting better, but I wasn't seeing any weight come off that I wanted to come off. I wasn't seeing any muscle definition that I wanted. And so I had to stop and think, like, what am I doing wrong? I've been an athlete my entire life. I started gymnastics when I was 3. Like, I should know the things to get me back into shape. And for some reason, whatever I was trying was not working. Long story short, I was introduced to Beachbody. And I was introduced into the coaching world first, mainly because I was doing Instagram challenges, the yoga challenges on Instagram. And a lot of those are hosted by the team that I'm currently on. So that's how they recruited me. I was approached because of the yoga challenges, and I was asked if I wanted to host my own. And I said yes, I would love to host my own. The idea of getting sponsorships and getting free gear was awesome to me because honestly, I couldn't afford to buy a lot of the yoga gear and the clothes and the legging, all of that. I couldn't afford it, but I wanted it. So I thought, okay, this is a great way for me to benefit from doing yoga. So I selfishly got into the business so that I could get free stuff. And then I was told I should start with PiYo because I'm a yogi. And when I started looking at PiYo, I didn't connect with it. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I'm still very attached to my yoga instructor who taught me for 4 years, and she retired. So I was like, no, I don't think I really want to do PiYo. I love PiYo now though. It's awesome. So I looked through all the different programs to see what I could start with. And you'll see in the rest of this week, we talk about being a product of the product. And yes, we sell things, but we're not salespeople. We use the products for our own journey, and then we share how it has helped us. So when I was looking for something to help myself, I found 21 Day Fix. The reason being is because, one, the nutrition. I knew that I was eating healthy and eating clean, but I was not getting enough food throughout the day. And if you've ever dabbled with clean eating, you know that once you start clean eating, you can eat a lot more than what you're used to, and that you have to eat more than what you're used to so that you can get enough calories to support what your body is exerting in your workouts. So the portion control containers, the Shakeology, all the meal plan, all of that intrigued me so much. And I'm like, I think this will work. I mean, it was going back to the basics, things that I learned when I was a kid that worked for me then. Of course, it would have to work for me now. When I broke down the workouts, I mean, there was cardio, there was weightlifting, there was Pilates, there was yoga, there was absolutely every single type of workout that I was used to doing made up into one program. And it's easy. I didn't have to think about it. All I had to do was open the starting booklet, read the step by steps, follow the step by steps, and then follow the calendar and eating plan that was given to me. In 2 months, I was back to my high school weight. So I lost 12, 13 pounds in 2 months. So that was my baseline weight, and I was starting to see muscle definition again. I felt fantastic, and my skepticism about Shakeology completely went away. My hormones were better. Like literally, I was sleeping through the night. I was not having premenopausal symptoms anymore. I felt good. Everything just seemed to be lining up for me. So I decided to give the coaching side of things a shot. Because if I was going to be investing $100 a month in Shakeology, I figured I could probably do something to earn it for free. So I jumped on board with coaching. It took me quite a long time to understand how everything worked, because I'm one of those, like, if I see a spreadsheet or a document or something, like, I want to create it myself. I think just something about writing it down or typing it up, it engraves it in my brain better. So it took me longer than other coaches to kind of get in the swing of things. Once I got into the swing of things, I started hitting Success Club, which you'll learn about that. And I was getting free things from the company. I've earned a trip to Vegas. I'll talk more about all the different successes that I've had with my coaching business. But like, I feel like my why has changed so much course of the last year and 5 months that it's kind of hard to pinpoint my why now. I have lots of whys now, but from the start, it was so much different. It was more selfish starting than actually starting to help other people. So, in this process of coaching and over the last year and a half, being introduced to personal development and all of that, I've grown so much that if I could tell myself a year ago what to expect, it would be the personal change. So I'm hoping my why kind of, I hope that you can connect with my why about why I actually started to begin with, because I know a lot of you may be here just for the personal transformation. You don't have to start out coaching and run it as a business. You can start coaching just to have the discount so that you can work on you and making yourself the best possible you. So, in the comments below, write anything if you connect with me, if there's any similar things that you're going through. I may be able to help you maybe look at some alternatives if you're not really ready to jump on board at this point. I don't expect you to. We're only on day one. But yeah, I'll be bringing you some more things tomorrow.